What is up, guys? Hopefully you're all doing well, having a good day. So today I thought I would do an interesting little video today. Talking about something that I think that I thought would be very important to talk about. So I wanted to talk about these family vloggers and more in general their loyal fan bases. Now, it's when I think about it, it's sad to think that these days you can be branded, a troll or a bully or a jealous hater just because you don't agree with what these family vloggers do, or you don't support what they do. It's like just because somebody doesn't agree with what they do or doesn't support what they do, it doesn't mean it doesn't mean that person's a troll, a bully, or a jealous hater in any particular way. Nobody deserves that. Nobody deserves to be branded as a troll or a hater or a bully, just because they don't agree with what these family vloggers do or they don't support what they do. It's sad how, the problem with a lot of these family vloggers these days, and this is one of the biggest reasons for a lot of their downfalls, is their inability to take criticism. Let's put it this way, right? You don't even have to post a comment that is majorly critical. All you have to do is that, you only have to post a comment that is slightly critical and you get blocked. And that just goes to show that they can't handle criticism when they're when they're blocking people who are posting comments that are not only slightly critical, and they're not that are not even majorly critical. And this is the thing: so many people have been blocked by these family vloggers purely for posting comments that are not even massively critical in any particular way. And it's quite sad to think about that, really, but it just goes to show how they cannot take criticism. The problem with a lot of their fans, and this is something you see quite often with the iFam, is they hate the fact that some people don't have the same opinions as them. They talk about, people bullying Chris and Sarah and being trolls and things like that. But they're the ones that are bullying, the iFam are the ones that are bullying other people because they don't have the same opinions as them. The iFam are the ones that are going after people who have a completely different opinion, or an opinion that is completely different to the opinion that they have. They don't like the fact that people have, opinions that are completely different to the opinion that they have. They don't like the fact that, that not everybody agrees with Chris and Sarah, with what Chris and Sarah do, or are willing to support what Chris and Sarah do. And this is the major problem. It's absolutely ridiculous. These days it feels like you're not allowed to dislike these family vloggers or dislike what they do. It feels like it's some kind of legal obligation to respect them and basically worship the ground they walk on. It feels like it's illegal to have an issue with what they do or how they're making a living or something like that. It's like you're not allowed to have a problem with that. You're not allowed to have an issue with that, because if you have an issue with that or you have a problem with that, you're seen as a troll or a bully or a jealous hater, purely just because you don't agree with what they do, purely because you have a problem with what they do. It's ridiculous, absolutely ridiculous. Seeing people attacking others because they don't have the same opinion as them, and the iFam have become well known for it. I've seen how bad the iFam are when it comes to responding. When it comes to people who post comments that they don't necessarily agree with, or when a person has a different opinion to the one that they have. They have the opinion, obviously the iFam have the opinion that Sarah and Chris are great parents who, love their kids and care about their kids and, and are very responsible parents and things like that. And they hate the fact that there are people out there who don't have that opinion. They don't like the fact that some people don't have that same opinion as what they do. It's like they think that, everybody should have that same opinion, or everybody should like Ianums and respect what they do, and it's not going to work like that. Not everyone has to do that. There's no legal obligation there for people to like and respect what they do. But just at the end of the day, what I'm saying is, a person shouldn't be branded. It doesn't deserve to be branded as a bully or a troll or a jealous hater purely just because they don't agree with what these family vloggers do, or they're not willing to support what they do. I don't get how a person not supporting these family vloggers and not supporting what they do makes that person a troll or a bully or a jealous hater. It doesn't make them any of those things. People are not jealous and not haters or bullies or trolls just because they don't agree with what these family vloggers do or how they make them, or support what they do. It's absolutely horrendous, seeing the way that people get attacked because they don't have the same, because they have a negative opinion on, what these family vloggers do. Because as I said, it feels like you're not allowed to have a negative opinion on what they do. It feels like you're not allowed to have a negative opinion on how they're making their money, on how they're making the money they're making or whatever. It's like people are allowed to have a negative opinion on that. People are allowed to dislike what they do. People are allowed to not support what they do. There's no law that states that you have to support these family vloggers and support what they do. It's not illegal to not support them. There's no legal obligation there. There's no legal obligation to support, for people to support these family vloggers and support what they do. But, people don't deserve to be branded as trolls, haters, or jealous bullies. Haters, bullies and trolls and jealous haters just because they don't agree with what these family vloggers do or they don't support what they do. It's sad seeing the way the iFan go after people who don't have the same opinion as them. You can see that, they really can't stand the fact that some people don't have the same opinion that they do. Like, they really don't like that. And I think that causes a lot of problems, is the fact that the iFan don't like the fact that not everyone has the same opinion that they have. They don't, they think that everyone should have the same opinion that they have. And they don't like it when people don't have the same opinion that they have. You can see that it really pisses them off. But it's pissing me off, the fact that people are constantly being branded as bullies and trolls and jealous haters purely just because they don't agree with, with what these family vloggers do or support what they do. Nobody deserves that. Nobody deserves to be branded. As I said, nobody deserves to be branded a troll or a hater, a troll or a bully or a jealous hater just because they don't agree with what, these family vloggers do. And I don't know what else to say. I really don't. It's just, it's a situation that has me lost for words. It's a situation that is just absolutely horrendous, and it's a situation that has been there for a long time. There's been that problem for a very long time now where people are being branded as bullies and trolls and jealous haters just because they don't support what these family vloggers do. That's all it is. It's just the fans, the people who support these channels, that support these family vloggers and support what they do, can't stand the fact that some people are not willing to support them and are not willing to support what they do because they can see what is going on. They can see that, the kids are being exploited, and I think anybody can see that. sadly, these people, they just have their heads stuck too far up these people's backs, up these parents' backsides, to actually see what they're doing. I mean, if the iPhone got their heads out Chris and Sarah's backsides for a single second, things wouldn't be so bad. Like, the problem with the iPhone is they won't be any further up Chris and Sarah's backsides if they tried. This is the problem. They're so far up Chris and Sarah's backsides, it's unbelievable. It's like they're so desperate for attention. They're like desperate for Chris and Sarah's attention. It's ridiculous, absolutely ridiculous. And, there's not really much else I can say on this. But, it's like, I wanted to do this video. Purely because this had to be said. Purely, I wanted to make this point that people don't deserve to be branded as trolls or jealous or hate or bullies or jealous haters just because they don't agree with what these family vloggers do or they're not willing to support what they do. I mean, it's nobody else's fault that the iFam can't stand the fact that not everyone has the same opinion that they do. They can't stand the fact that people don't, that people have a completely different opinion to the opinion that they have. And it's at the end of the day, it's 2024. People are gonna have different opinions to what they have, and they need to learn to accept that. The iFam need to learn to accept the fact that not everyone is going to respect Chris and Sarah or respect what they do. It's like they think everyone should respect Chris and Sarah and should respect what they do. And this is what causes the problem. It's the iFam think that every single person should respect Chris and Sarah and worship the very ground they walk on. And they don't like the fact that some people are not willing to do that. They don't like the fact that there are some people out there that are not willing to respect them or worship the ground they walk on. And there's good reasons for why some people are not willing to do that. There's perfectly good reasons for why people like myself are not willing to support, not willing to respect them or support the ground they walk on. It's completely unacceptable. For people to be branded as trolls, bullies, jealous haters, or anything else, just because they don't support what these family vloggers do. There is not a single person out there who deserves to be branded as something like that just because they don't agree with what they do. It has to be said. It's about time someone actually, made this point. It's sad seeing people being branded as trolls, haters, jealous bullies because they don't agree with what these people do or how, or support what they do. It has to stop. But sadly it won't stop. Because people will continue to be branded as trolls and haters and jealous bullies for the simple reason that they don't agree with what family vloggers do. They don't agree with what these family vloggers are doing and they're not willing to support that. So what if people, so what if people don't agree with what these family vloggers do or are not willing to support what they do? That's the way things are. It's 2024. At the end of the day, there are going to be, there are those people like myself out there who won't support what these family vloggers do. Purely because we know that what these family vloggers are doing is wrong. And that's why I do a lot of the videos I do on my channel, to show, to kind of raise awareness to how bad family vlogging is, and some of these stupid and irresponsible things that these family vloggers are doing, and some of these downright disgusting things that they're doing. Because I don't think they should be allowed to get away with what they're doing, but they will continue to get away with what they're doing because people are basically enabling them to do what they do. People are basically enabling them to put their kids out there, to exploiting their kids for their own personal entertainment. And that makes people worse than any of us. You know, I mean, people, it's like I'm sick of being made to feel like a bad person because I feel like I'm a bad person, because I don't support these family vloggers and don't support what they do. Because that's how I've been made to feel at times. Now, I have been, at times I have been made to feel like a bad person because I don't support these family vloggers and I don't support what they do. That doesn't make me a bad person. At the end of the day, at least I'm not one of these people who is enabling these parents to exploit their kids for their own personal entertainment, as so many other people are doing. That makes those people a lot worse than those that are actually not willing to support these family vloggers and not willing to support what they do. That actually makes the people that actually makes for those people good people and decent people, because they're willing to call these family vloggers out and say that what these family vloggers are doing is wrong. It has to be said. Someone had to say it. I don't care if people think that I'm being too harsh on this, for saying this, but it had to be said. Because quite frankly, I'm sick of seeing people that are being called out, myself included, being called trolls, trolls, bullies and jealous haters just because they don't agree with what these family vloggers do. I'm sick of seeing people being made to feel bad because they don't support these family vloggers and don't support what they do. I'm sick of people being made to feel guilty because they don't support these family vloggers or support what they do. It has to be said. I don't know what else to say. But obviously I hope you enjoyed this little video and I will see you for another one very soon. Bye bye.